step up in basis. What is that? It is a tax concept. More properly, it's called an adjustment in basis. What is important for you to understand is that when you inherit, or somebody's going to inherit property from you, the tax code currently says it gets an adjustment in tax basis. And generally that is very advantageous. Let me give you an example, a very simple example. Let's say you bought stock many years ago and it was worth $1,000. You invested $1,000 in the stock. Well, you did a really good job. You had a good financial advisor, or your crystal ball, whatever happened, that stock that you bought for $1,000 is now worth $1 million. Well, what happens if you were to sell that stock during your lifetime? You would have a capital gains of $999,000, and you're going to have to pay income tax on that. Ouch. If instead that stock is inherited by, for example, your children or your child when you pass, let's say one child to make this easier, then on your death, that stock goes to that child. Now the child says, great, I think I'll sell mom's stock. Well, unlike you, had you sold it during your lifetime and paid a lot of capital gains tax, when your child sells that stock after inheriting it, and they sell it for the $1 million, because that's what the fair market value is upon your death, and now they sell it, they pay 0 capital gains tax because it got an adjustment or a step up in that tax basis. So there's no capital gains tax that needs to be paid. So that is a huge advantage, of excellent reason to pass along property through an inheritance to someone. I want to point out that sometimes people, for Medicaid planning purposes on their own, and they haven't sought out any advice, what they'll do is they will use a quitclaim deed and transfer real property to their child, for example, or somebody in the family, because they want to get that asset out of their ownership, because Medicaid has a 5-year look-back rule, and whatever you do 5 years in advance is Medicaid doesn't care about. Because of that rule, and because they have heard of this rule, the person who is concerned about their own long-term care might give away their house or give away their property. They do that by a quitclaim deed. If they do so, keep in mind that whoever receives that property, because they didn't inherit it, they got it as a lifetime transfer, there won't be an adjustment in tax basis. There'll be a carry-over tax basis to it. And that might be okay. It might not be okay. It's something that you should talk to your estate planning and elder law attorney or your accountant about. I just want you to be aware that lifetime transfers do not have an adjustment in tax basis. They have carryover basis. It's only transfers that occur as a result of death have that adjustment in tax basis.